New introduction here. I want to get everybody's attention for what I feel will be a lucrative opportunity. It's the first ever NYSE marijuana IPO. We're making history here, and I feel this is just the first stepping stone in what is going to be the start of many IPOs on both the NASDAQ and the NYSE. I feel we're going to have a marijuana sector and marijuana ETFs in the future, and this is just step number one. If you are familiar with the industry, that's all I have to say. I know you're interested already. If this is new to you, this is going to be, in my opinion, the greatest financial opportunity in our lifetimes. This has never happened before. We have an established tens of billions dollar industry that the floodgates are going to open. It's becoming more and more legitimate legally, and this is just step number one. So Innovative Industrial Properties is the company. The ticker is IIPR. It is a real estate REIT that invests in medical marijuana facilities. And for this IPO, we have a new website, www.mjipo.com. I put together an hour of research video going through the filings, researching the company and the executives, and establishing a game plan, looking at some other IPOs and how they have traded. We're going to have a chat room with live Q&A during that day, Tuesday, November 22nd. And we'll also have the live webcam where I'll be showing our charts, going over, pointing out key support and resistance levels, looking at the volume that's coming in. I'm really looking forward to this opportunity. I hope you will join us. Thanks for tuning in. Let's get into the charts. Checking in on Facebook, daily, weekly, shorter term time frame. So a big gap down open with some bearish action pre-market. The bulls recovered and filled that gap, but it's still a lower high pattern. We've now seen lower highs 4 days in a row. Upper wick the past 2 days showing profit taking, and we're looking down at 114.21 and 113.55 as the only real two supports in sight here for Facebook. So the bulls really need to turn things around and break the lower high pattern, get back above the 200-day moving average resistance. It was support, back test rejected as resistance. The 10-day moving average will begin to become a factor as that continues to drastically drop. And it's all about the 50-week moving average. If we close below 115.74 by the end of the day Friday, big time setback for the longer term bulls. Every big pullback has bounced off this 50-week support over the past couple years. Excuse me. So we need to see ideally a close above 117 for a bullish reversal hammer to form here on the weekly time frame. And we look at the 5-minute chart and we can see that dump pre-market. And we bounced fairly near that support of 113.55, the low that we had seen. And then right out of the gate, the bulls showed up in a big way. And we were tracking with SPY. The correlation between these tech names and SPY has been pretty strong recently. So look at this big bull move to the upside and then consolidation, a little bit of a bull flag, 2 consolidation candlesticks on decreasing bear volume. Before the bull volume showed back up, we had a tightening range and then a clear bull break heading towards higher highs. So what stood out to me this morning was the correlation between SPY and these tech names. The tech names held up and consolidated right here. SPY consolidated as well, but let's look at that real quick. Bull move right out of the gate, big pullback. This was a very significant 15-minute pullback, giving back 2/3 of the gains right out of the gate. And we look at Facebook, and we see that same 20 minutes of upside, but the consolidation was so much more healthy than on SPY. And that led to confidence holding and seeing further upside. And we did see a little pullback, lower highs, lower lows at the end of the day. Not significant, but that is why we have that big upper wick of profit taking. The whole second half of the day was in control by the bears. So we look at some other of the tech names. We've got Apple. Look at the consolidation of Apple. Same thing, 20 minutes of green, consolidation, perfect, normal, and healthy. We look at Amazon. There's the green, there's the normal, healthy consolidation, holding support. And we look at Netflix. Big bull move, healthy consolidation, holding all 5-minute moving average supports, nowhere near the same size of the pullback that we saw on SPY. So that's how we knew the bulls were still showing strength, because the correlation with the bulls was dead on, and then the correlation with the bears was not as significant, so that favors the bulls. So we'll see what tomorrow brings for Facebook. It has a lot of work to do to turn around the trend. It is still one of the weaker names of the election dumpers, which is all those names that dump the tech names. We've got Tesla, Baidu, Baba, all of them thrown in the mix as well. But Facebook is one of the weaker of that group. And we'll see if we can break the lower high pattern on the daily chart tomorrow by breaking 117.88. I appreciate you watching, and we'll see you then.